like having any coffee right now. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. Um, we are down here. There's so much stuff going on. Um, I just open. The first thing I see is disturbing images of Cassie's injuries unveiled in Diddy's trial. Poor girl. It says somebody said, "Damn," and some of y'all were saying she was doing this all for a check. But people will be on here saying that she chose that life. No woman deserves this type of abuse. This girl's a poster example of leave before it's too late. No, Kim is the poster example of leave before it's too late. You understand what I'm saying? For real. So what is going on, y'all? It's a lot of stuff going on. It seems like the kind of collective stories are and it's crazy because it's been like ever since Mother's Day. And shout out to Bondi Blue. I was just watching her live and she was talking about Skai Jackson putting a restraining order on, trying to get a restraining order and filing for custody over her child that she just had with this guy. And and on Mother's Day, um it says Skai Jackson filed for a restraining order against the father of her baby after allegedly assaulting her on Mother's Day. And I was like, oh wow, DDG was harassing Halle on Mother's Day. Wasn't he doing the same thing, harassing her? He allegedly grabbed her by her hair when she was holding their baby and slammed her head against the car window and punched her in the face. It says the Disney girls versus the YNs. That's what it sounds like. Another Disney girl, because they Halle and whatchamacallit. It's like I don't know what is going on. I think what's Skai Jackson? What's Skai Jackson Nickelodeon? Real life princess and villain shit. Yeah, it's really sad. In the court documents, Skai claims she was repeatedly abused physically, emotionally, and verbally. She says he struck her on Mother's Day while she was holding their infant son and has a history of threatening behavior. She also alleges that he owns multiple firearms and his violent outbursts have left her fearing for her life and her child's safety. Sky is not only requesting protection, but she's also seeking full custody and child support. This is serious. We stand with Sky and hope she gets the safety and justice she deserves. These men are jealous of women. Be careful who you decide to have kids with. Girl, you can't say what somebody has to be careful going into before you have because some people don't show who they are right away. But some people show who they are and the girls don't believe. And that's all by design. How many times we have to say it's all by design that you come down here, not you, but people will come down here and be like, "Ooh, don't listen to her. Don't listen to her." Right? It is by design that you don't take the woman that was before you. You don't listen to her. That's by design. It's by design that you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt and listen to all his stories about his previous relationship. That is by design. And it is to get you into these relationships with these people and believe the stories that they tell you. Ruby Rose, before Halle got with Dum Dum Goofy, Ruby Rose made allegations about him. It is by design that women don't listen to each other. But more women are listening, thankfully, to the social media. Thankfully to the social media. The girls are listening. But as with all, I guess, growing and evolving comes the time where you're rebellious and you're not going to listen to what people are trying to tell you is going to happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's by design that you dismiss older women's advice. That's by design. From the beginning, we got to tell you being old ain't really what it is, right? So by the time these women have gone through all of their experiences and get to a certain age where they're now considered quote old, that you are now, you don't listen to those women. Now when the women have all the wisdom, now you're like, don't listen to them, they're old. No, listen to them, they have experiences. Not all of them, because we know that there are some old fools out there, we know. And you can feel when an old fool is talking to you, you can feel it in your body. You be like, girl, this is, what is she saying? Girl, this sounds crazy as hell. What is she telling me to do? Right. You got to put the accountability on the abuser, not the abused. By telling a person you got to be careful on who you choose, that's putting the responsibility on her, as if you chose an abuser, right? And I mean, based on the statistics, a lot of women are choosing abusers because a lot of these men are abusers. And if they're jealous of you, and like, I posted this clip of Halle and Halo, and she said that she wrote a song for Mother's Day for Halo. And I thought to myself, wow, she wrote a song for her son and saying how, all of these nice things, a beautiful song. But his father wrote a song about his mother that says, I would, in one tweet, I will try to ruin your career. I'm jealous. Do you be effing those guys that you're in movies with? Just all of this disgusting stuff. His child is going to see that. That's why it's ironic, but not ironic, that the child is like kind of like averted to him. Have you ever noticed that? Like, on, we laugh about it, but the child is still like, ugh. And then there was another clip that came out yesterday and said the signs were there, and it's like Halle, Halo, and DDG, and like the baby trying to get away from him and trying to get to the mother, and he keeps like pulling the baby back, like he doesn't want the baby to come out of his arms to the mother's arms where he's more comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? She's like, here, give him to me. And he's like pulling the baby back, like, no, like, I'm not giving him to you. You understand what I'm saying? And then people like, that's not, you're just saying, you, what, a man can't love his child? That's not love. And that goes back to my point that people, we looking at the same thing and have two different interpretations of what we're seeing. You're seeing a loving father, and I'm gonna play the clip. You're seeing a loving father. I see a child trying to get away from its father, trying to get to its mother, and the father trying to stop that from happening. But y'all see a man just loving his child. No, he doesn't love his child. His child is a tool to control the mother. And I don't know how many times we have to see how, when women have children by these men, wasn't Kiki Palmer's baby daddy down there telling her, what you got that dress on for? You're a mother. I you're a mother. I have control over you now. Why are you wearing that? Also being physically abusive to her. Also being physically abusive to her. Also people telling her, that girl, that's not it. So the girls have their rebellious stage, and like, that's what I said about it being a rite of passage. Unfortunately, because of the statistics, 1 in 4, it's 1 in 4 women have experienced domestic abuse, domestic violence in their life. Then we get the reports of the women who are being killed even before they deliver their children, and how when the mortality rates for pregnant women go up, right? Women that are pregnant, their boyfriends, husbands, partners, whoever, intimate partners, are taking them out of here, or waiting for the baby to come and then start abusing the mother. And then the mother realizing, oh, wait a minute, now somebody else is witnessing what I'm going through. Before it was just me and him and nobody saw it. Now there's a baby watching you be abused. So then the mother takes actions to be like, oh yeah, I'm not about to do this. We're not about to do this. Or the father uses the child in some way that the mother feels like, oh, now my child is in danger. So now the mother instinct comes in, right? Before, it wasn't, you really, that's why I said, I think the girls, I don't know. We don't learn self-preservation until the babies come. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's like you don't understand for a lot of women when even Brittany and Jax, she said after he blew up like that, turn the table over, you see the baby is like when he comes, he's like, I don't want to kiss you. Get out of my face, arching their back, trying to get away from these men. Because the babies know, right? And then the mothers they start clicking like, oh, I don't want my child to witness this. I don't want this. I don't want to put this imprint on my child. And then they start moving into action to get away from the person harming them. But there's so many people, and it's sad because with every story, DDG, Puffy, all these, there's always this collective of people on the side of the abuser, and like more oftentimes than not, the abuser is a man, and it's really sad that people don't even understand, or and for me, I felt like when I was reading the comments, I'm like, you can't really think that. I feel like a lot of these people are attention seeking with the things that they say, because you can't possibly like the things that are being said about Cassie. Oh, she wanted to stay, she wanted love, like trying to make it into this unrequited love story, right? This the man isn't giving her attention, and she just so desperately wanted his attention, so she was willing to. What I just saw, she had a gash above her eyebrow like this. She was addicted to drugs. Addiction is a chemical dependency that fucks with your brain. When your brain is in it, have you ever been focused on something? Have you ever been committed to something and your brain was in the game? Can you imagine if your brain has become chemically dependent on drugs while you're also being physically, verbally abused, financially abused? Have you do you think that Cassie was in her right mind, even as she sits there and says, I wanted attention and I wanted love from him? He strung that girl out in every dimension of her life. And there are people in the comments saying she just wanted to be loved. She just wanted, no, she was addicted to drugs. Like she had to go to rehab. This wasn't just two addicts, having a lover's quarrel. This was a man who got a woman strung out, to his own admission of trying to do that to Danity Kane, allegedly, from Gene Deal's own mouth, saying that he wanted to drug them and slut them out, and said he was doing that with Cassie. And he got his hooks in her at 35 years old, and she was 19, and y'all like, she just wanted to live the life. All I think about is him sitting at that table with her parents, promising to make her a star. And I every time I see him doing that, I know her father wants to, I don't know. And then her friend, her best friend, she testified, her ex-best friend, she testified against Puffy today. And the question for everybody, like, why are you here? I was subpoenaed. I'm being made to come here. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, but a lot of the response to what's happening is what everybody is talking about. This over, Tory Lanez is another one that's in the news now, with this bodyguard coming out, and some fucking weird representative in Florida, some woman talking about, we want to pardon Tory Lanez. If he's innocent, he don't need a pardon, do we? Y'all say he's innocent, right? Girl, it's a lot of stuff going on. It's so much stuff going on, and it's just almost like, it seems like there's this, like, this attack on women, and it's just like, it's weird to watch how people are responding to it. And it's coming to the point where people are like questioning their acquaintances and their associations with people. Like, are you down with this? Are you questioning this girl? Do you think, it's like, yes, you have a different opinion, but like the principles of the thing, you trying to blame this girl while she was actually addicted to something. She was not in her right mind. And that's why I was like, we need an addiction specialist to come up there, a psychologist to come up there to talk about how addiction, it's a mental illness, y'all. It's a mental illness. So whatever she was asking for, whatever she thought she was in an altered mind state, in a lifestyle that is not like anybody else's, doing these things in an altered state all the time, just high all the fucking time, girl, just high all the time. And then that getting that chemical release of that love feeling when you're with this man, you're already addicted, and now everything else becomes this addiction, right? That's why it's like, and not even with women who aren't addicted to drugs in a cycle of abuse, there those chemicals are being released, and it's hard for people to get away from people. I don't understand what people don't understand. And that's why experts should come to the front and speak, psychologists, addiction specialists, and speak on their experience and what they know, so people can understand this is not just some fucking two drug addict love story going on. This is a very powerful man who has resources to have somebody's car blown up. And you're saying you don't understand why she didn't leave? And then like wanting Megan, and a lot of the things, I saw when I was reading those comments the other day. I was watching the video, and it was these comments to Megan, like saying, "You need to go to jail. You're a liar. This and that. Blah 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 blah." She was the victim, and it's like, why do you want someone who was actually victimized in the situation to hurt so bad? Why? And then what's this thing with holding people accountable? Holding people who are abused, telling them they need to be held accountable. Well, Cassie has her part in it. You know what the part she played in the whole thing? The victim. She was the victim in the whole thing from the beginning, from signing a 10 record contract. She was the victim from the beginning. 19 years old. First of all, we're not going to even act like Sean Combs isn't charismatic. He has a very magnanimous, drawing energy about him. He is a water sign. He is a Scorpio. He has that energy about him, that confidence, that those narcissist type of personalities where they have charisma and people are drawn to them. He's vocal. He's an extrovert. He's the party boy. People are drawn to him. You're 19 years old standing in front of Puff Daddy. She was probably already, the chemicals are fucking going nuts. 19. And then all of a sudden he's in your face like, yeah, baby, I'm gonna make you a star, baby. You about to be a star. Do this right here. Let me give you some E. Let's go. It's gonna make you feel good, right? We ready to party. What does he say before he assaults somebody? Let's party. Let's get ready to party, or it's time to party. I think they're ready to party. What does he say? Because that's consistent through all the people's talking about their times with Puffy and all these complaints. It's time to party. They ready to party. Oh, he looks like he's ready to party. And now she's hooked. Not only are you in you're in his world now. And then he's controlling everything in your world. And then now you're on drugs. Now you're getting addicted. Now he's fucking you, girl. Come on now. And y'all niggas don't know how to act at 35 years old over a nigga in your face, sparkling a little fairy dust in your face, a little money, a little cash flow in your face. Y'all be acting, ooh, girl, I'm victimized. I don't know what to do. And the niggas don't be offering you no record deals, no lifestyle, no nothing. Y'all be acting dumb over broke motherfucking niggas. So let's incorporate all these variables into your life without being addicted to drugs. Now let's incorporate drugs. Let's incorporate this man that's dicking you down. This very rich, wealthy, powerful man. Now he's telling people to come in. Now you on drugs. Now he's beating you. Now he's acting like he's jealous. You know how they tell you, oh, if he's jealous, he really likes you. So now you all, and then all the confusing messages that we are given, like in life, just in life. She's 19, y'all, when this was happening. From 19 to 29, she's dealing with this. Hoping, oh, I just want some love. I just want this. I just want that. Cassie needs to be held accountable. For what? Being groomed? How are you going to hold girls accountable for being groomed? How do you hold a girl accountable for being groomed? The only thing that I could say is acknowledge what happened to her, apologize about what happened to her, and hopefully she can be restored. And because there's no other way that you can restore besides a monetary compensation. Give me some motherfucking money so I can do what I need to do to recover for what you did to me. You owe me a lot of money, motherfucker. Sores in her mouth. She wanted to be there. Choking on urine. She wanted to be there. She just wanted the money. Do y'all hear yourselves? Like, do you listen to yourselves? And if you're on any kind of platform, go back and listen to yourself after you say the crazy shit you be saying down here in the comments. Go back and read what you said. That shit is wild to me that anyone can try to even put any ounce of blame on her. No, no, nothing, no blame. When you add in all of those variables, 19 years old, a powerful man, almost 40 years old, now he starts controlling everything, telling you to call him by the name you call your grandfather, and this man is actually having sex with you and you're calling him the name you call your grandfather. I'm in touch with the emotions. I meet with you on a spiritual level. We're having taking all kind of drugs, and drugs that lower your inhibitions, that the touch, you touch a person, their skin, everything feels good. It's like, oh girl, it feels so good. And now, but then not only are you out of it, you gotta get IVs to replenish. And sometimes these activities would happen for 4 days. 4 days. Why didn't she just leave? She's trying to leave. Didn't you see her at that elevator putting her shoes on? Did you see him get her hair and drag her back? Did you see that? And the weird thing is, like, people are acting like she was on trial. I'm just telling you what he did to me. And whether I wanted it or not, what we did and the money that we used to do everything, that is what was against the law. And that's why when I see people reporting on the story, it's like what Lauren said. Unfortunately, Puffy's not going to get off scot-free. Why would that even leave your lips? Unless you were to rephrase it. If you think he's going to get away scot-free, he's not. Because the prosecution, the defense, they really got her. Bro, what? No, they didn't. All they doing is laying a foundation. Were y'all getting prostitutes? Yep. We ordered prostitutes. Were there bodyguards around that when when this stuff was happening? Bodyguards on whose payroll? What payroll are they on? Where are they getting? How are they getting paid? Whose payroll is paying these bodyguards watch a man commit crimes? Whose payroll are they on? Oh, okay. Putting people on jets, flying across state lines. Girl. But Cassie, she wanted to be there. It's sad. It really is sad. It's really sad at the way that people are responding. Coyle Ray, DeAndrea Sanders, Haley Bailey, Keke Palmer. I don't know. It's very much sad. Let's see what else is going on the Jasmine brand. Who is this? Is this Tom Cruise? Wow, he looks different. SaltNPepa sue Universal Music Group over for over $1 million, alleging label refuses to acknowledge expired contracts and blocks new deals. SaltNPepa have filed a lawsuit against UMG, Universal Music Group, alleging the label has failed to honor the termination of their decades-old contract. In legal documents first reported on by TMZ, Cheryl James and Sandra Denton cite Section 203 of the American Copyright Act, which allows artists to reclaim their rights to their recordings after a set period. The lawsuit states that although their contracts should have expired in 2002, UMG has refused to cooperate with the termination, thereby blocking the group from signing new licensing agreements and impeding their right to promote and make money off of the recording themselves. SaltNPepa are seeking at least $1 million in damages, a declaratory statement, and a permanent injunction to prevent UMG from distributing their music without a proper license. UMG has yet to respond, though the label is currently facing a similar lawsuit from artists including Drake and Limp Bizkit. The creative is feminine energy. Who runs the music industry? Who runs the creative arts industry? A bunch of people doing what? Raping the feminine, raping the artists. The artists, whether they're male or female, doesn't matter. The art of creation is a feminine energy. I'm telling you, it's in every aspect of it. You can't get away from it. You can stop participating, but it's everywhere, and you can call it out everywhere. Get them in these fucking contracts. We just talked about Cassie in a 10 album contract. Cassie is not, on a scale of 1 to 10, she's like a 5 or 6. She can get away with a little pop. The girls can get away with a little poppy song now. Probably put a hip hop B little auto tune or something, and she looks good enough. We can get her through the ranks. But she wasn't a star. And you signed her to a 10 album deal. Then you get in these record contracts that are long and where other people are making money off of what you created. Sounds familiar? Somebody taking credit, taking money off of what you created, putting their name on what you created. Oh, okay. Because I'm not crazy. I just be saying what I gotta say. I'm not crazy. I'm telling you what I know. That's what my grandfather used to say. I'm telling you what I know. How can you mistreat the creative, the creator, the one who creates in every aspect of society? That's all it's about. Remove the mother. Get the creative, remove the mother, remove her rights, remove her name, erase her from all the things, put our name on all of her work. And then y'all look at it like, oh, she sounds crazy. It's just tradition. It's just tradition. We just take on the man's name. Nobody ever thought, like, why am I taking this man's name? And why do I take so much pride in taking this man's name and not keeping my own name? Why? It's the way you're conditioned. You think it's traditional. You have people calling children bastards because they're not legitimized by a who? A man. But you had the baby. But he's not legitimate until a man slaps his name on it. Just like how y'all wait for men to propose to you, right? The relationship isn't legitimate until he slaps his name on you. You can't really get far in the music and creative industries unless you get somebody to what? Give you a contract. And what is that contract? Like a marriage license, like all the other rest of these damn contracts. Now you signing over and they're putting their name on it. You get a little say, You get a little sa sa sa, a little yang 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 around the house. Shout out to Funky Dinero. But at the end of the day, who's getting money? Who's getting the recognition? Who's getting the imprint on your damn work? The distributor, the record label, all of them. You need them in order for you to move out. These untalented motherfuckers telling you whether or not your shit is good or not. And you want them begging. You motherfuckers be begging for contracts, begging for a label to legitimize you. Prince didn't have slave on the side of his fucking face for nothing. That's random. Girl, please. Marcus Jordan says he's 40 days sober, months after his DUI arrest. He's probably court ordered to do some kind of programs, I'm sure. And then once those programs are done, he'll be back to skiing in the summertime, girl. I don't know what is going on with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's just like, it's so like predictable, racist, white woman, black woman bullshit talk all the time. And all these that are sports commentators always talking shit on the black woman, pulling up the white one. I mean, it's just so typical. Like the conversation is so typical. I don't even want to fucking talk about it because it's just so typical. It's like, shut up. Who is calling me, child? Hold on. Aubrey says she's not going to testify in the trial, Diddy's trial, despite previous reports. I think that's it, y'all. That's all I have. I think I'm done. There's so much stuff going on. I'm done. We're gonna have to really go through these stories and save some stuff because it's all puffy. It's all puffy. Matt Barnes, children's mother, says that being a mom once made her insecure about dating. Nobody's gonna want your 3 kids.
From that marriage. I'm now a single mom, and my big thing now that I'm a mom, I think it was just such an insecurity of dating as a mom. Was that a thing for you? It was. I remember being told like nobody's gonna want your 3 kids. Sometimes I feel that way with my one, and it's in my head. Learning that children and my DMs are all over the place. Are they sending you? They're sending me all types of stuff. I think that is unfortunately something that is said to hold you back, to make you overthink. No, there are guys that might be like, oh no, those are not the guys. Well, then you can go. I would say 9 times out of 10, they're like, I love that you're a mom. You're so nurturing. You're such a good mom. The right person is gonna love all of that about you. You actually told me that nobody cares. No, my mom told me, she's like, nonsense. You're educated. You're beautiful. You're a kind person. Like, mom. Right. You're just saying that. You're just saying that. Said you were previously married and you have 3 children from that marriage. I'm now a single mom, and
they only tell you that. Nobody cares about single mothers. They're used goods. So is your mother. I know many women who got chosen with kids and men took into, girl. And the idea, I don't know where y'all are learning it from, but the idea that step parents don't exist is sick in the head. Y'all act like people don't get remarried. And that's the message. Or get in a relationship again with a child. For women, I would not, because I feel like I feel like, I don't know, I just don't trust these weirdos. I don't think you should trust them. It's not even worth putting in the effort. No. I mean, if you must, but for me personally, and from what I've seen, I think, I don't know. I don't think she was married before, so probably the ex-husband did that. Glad she didn't let Matt or anything else stop her. Right, she was in a relationship, and then Matt got with her, and she already had kids, so she's been married. Like I'm saying, there's like people who step parents exist. Like, it's stupid. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know what, like, there's nothing to even say. Like, step parents exist in the story. What else you want to talk about? Ooh, U.S. basketball player JarredShaw could face death penalty for allegedly smuggling cannabis candies into Indonesia. An American basketball player in Indonesia could face life in prison or even the death penalty over drug smuggling charges. Jared Dwayne Shaw was arrested and charged with drug smuggling after Indonesian police raided his apartment on May 7th and found 132 pieces of Delta 9 THC cannabis candies. The package was reportedly sent from Thailand, where cannabis it has been decriminalized, but it's completely illegal in Indonesia. According to AP, around 530 people are currently on death row in Indonesia for drug related offenses. Shaw has played in the Indonesian Basketball League since 2022, most recently with the Tangerang Hawks, has since been banned from the league. The Hawks manager, Tangerang Hawks manager Tiki Sowantikno confirmed Shaw was immediately fired for breach of contract. The league's chairman, Baldisterio Di Juandono, told the AP, "We don't tolerate players, administrators, or anyone in the field involved in drugs." They didn't learn from Brittany, right? Y'all ain't learned yet? It's never that damn serious to get high, period. Y'all can keep playing with these other countries if you want to. Y'all gonna learn to follow the law wherever you are. This is why y'all saying weed isn't addictive is ridiculous. It doesn't have to be a chemical to be addictive. Risking your life and freedom to have such a large stash shows a lack of good decision making, which amounts to some addiction. I hope he gets some leniency and can learn his lesson. Why do Americans think other countries play about shit like this? Like, come on. When will y'all learn? Is it that serious? You can enjoy life without being high. Dude, we saw what happened to Brittany. You're on your own. Wow, that's a lot of sheesh. What? You got a law of what? You got a law of places you travel. Girl, are you high? You got a law of places you travel to or live, but even still that an extreme punishment. Damn. I need a even me, I have to go back. Sometimes I do most of my comments, I'll do talk to text. And when I do talk to text, of course, it puts commas everywhere. As soon as you pause, it puts a comma. First letters are not capitalized. It's just a mess. So it's just like I have to go back and edit it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to do. That's what you should have done. It's K again. Okay. Yeah, so thoughts and prayers to JarredShaw, I guess. Let's see what else. Mm. Cassie says she hopes her testimony has given strength to other survivors. And husband Alex Fine tells Diddy, "You did not break her amid this trial." Yeah, he wrote a thing to her, um because everybody kept saying like, "Ooh, after he hears what she went through, he's not gonna want to be with her." The crazy part, I wish they would have talked about. I mean, but it wasn't a trial about that. That's why she was only asked certain questions, because it's like, how did you meet Alex? She met Alex through Puffy. He was her trainer. So he had to know that something was wrong with her. He had to have seen bruises on her. He had to have seen her in a different state. And then for her to then confide in him, to know that he's actually a safe person, he's not going to go back like the rest of them motherfuckers and tell him, "Oh, she's trying to talk to Alex. She with Alex." I don't know. I don't know. All right, I think I'm done, y'all. Yeah, that we're done. Take care of each other. Protect your energy with this puffy stuff and all the stuff with these stories that are like all of these men are attacking these women and all of these men are coming to the front. Nobody's harming these men. Nobody's attacking these men. It's not a war on black men. It's that, you know, like this girl said here. I shared it on my page where she said here, listen.
Attacking. How is the black man under attack if the black man is doing the attacking? How is the black man under attack?
Period. The people are going off about it. The people are going off about it. So sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you have a differing opinion, get down in the get down in the comments of, you know, about the puffy thing. You know, the people who are saying what she knew what she was getting herself into. You know, the shit that y'all victim blame. To those who are trying to say, oh, she needs to be held accountable too for what? I don't understand. What does she need to be held accountable for? What did she do wrong? What did Cassie do wrong to where she needs to hold some blame and be held accountable? Accountable is I don't know. I explain it. You know, the reason why I explain it this way because I feel like I want to explain it to like a child. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I don't know what happened. Somebody was trying to call on the damn Instagram. I don't know what is happening. I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? All the people was talking about saying that you know what y'all say, the victim blamers. I want to know what does she do? Oh, this is how I explain it. Accountability. To take account. I put it in this. I feel like I've tried to put it in the real simple terms so that somebody who doesn't understand can understand. And so I've tried to put it in like terms that if I'm explaining it to like a child. To accountability, the ability to take account. To take account means to acknowledge, to count, to take account. Accounting, right? Accounting is taking numbers and taking account and doing the numbers down, coming up with a average sum or whatever. Accounting. I'm accounting for means that I'm acknowledging my part, what I did, how I participated, what is happening, how I see it. I'm taking account. That's how you take account. Then you take responsibility because now that you have taken account, I've seen it, I've taken account. Now I'm going to respond. Now I have the ability to respond. Responsibility, right? Now, how am I going to respond, right? How do you take account for these niggas being ain't shit? Because we know that the niggas ain't shit. So how do you take account? How do you take account? I'm saying, okay, I understand this is how they're socialized. I understand I've participated. I understand I've dated men. Now, how do you responsibility? Now you have the ability to respond. How do you do that? Not doing it again, whatever. How do you respond? I respond by leaving the relationship and suing that motherfucker for 20 million goddamn dollars. That's how I take responsibility after I accounted for what I was involved in. Anyways, I gotta go. Take care of each other, protect your energy, protect your poom poom, protect your assets. Let's get down in the comments. Peace. Protect your energy around all of this foolishness. Don't get yourself riled up because you already know what the answer is, right? When people are saying what it's not, you know what it is. There's no reason to argue. Get their asses together twice at the most, 3 times if you're feeling a little cute and petty, and then leave the motherfuckers in the comments. Okay? Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace.